In a project in 2017, we were asked to consider our position as young women and women of color in imagining new societies. This prompted us to reflect on our modes of practice and our positionality and how we might view and make differently because of it. We happened to start our practice at a very specific moment in South Africa's political landscape, in what we are calling the post-Rainbow Nation generation, an era of frustrations, urgencies, digital uproars, identity crisis, collective awarenesses, and wokeness.
In this context, we started to see events, rituals, atmospheres, and emotions as an integral part of our way of practice. We see our practice as soft interventionist responses to our context, with bigger picture manifestos for change in mind. We are deeply inspired by our city, Johannesburg, and are obsessed with finding conceptual and design language for here.
Our practice was started when we were still students, as a reaction and a response to the architectural profession and canon. Our frustrations and hopes for Johannesburg are embodied in each of our projects. We have organized this presentation into 3 streams of information.
We want you to be immersed in the world of our thoughts, politics, obsessions, inspirations, and intentions. The first of these streams is speed. We don't think of our work programmatically, typologically, or in scales. We think of our work in speeds, as incomplete answers to the questions of our context. Each project is a response to our search for uniquely Johannesburg and African design languages. In our slow, meandering research work, from drone photography to our teaching studios, our work is asking and experimenting with new questions and research for design languages in Joburg. In our shorter projects, we are experimenting with more instant tests for the same slow questions. We operate with a sense of urgency and a sense of slow and deep responsibility at the same time. In these multiple timescales, in instant projects, which take the form of drawing and installations, steady, rhythmic, melodic architectural work, and slow, meandering, reversing, stopping work in the form of our research and teaching praxis. All of these speeds operating at the same time inform and catalyze each other in search of new Joburg practice manifesto.
Color. Atmosphere is a tremendous source of inspiration for us, and we thrive on capturing and working with the atmospheres we are inspired by in our context. Emotions, feelings, and moods are some of the first things we think about when we work on projects. Wherever we go, about embodying Johannesburg's conditions and atmosphere.
And speeds are translated in our design forms. We think through concepts on the scale of detail and the choreographies which abound them. The political intent, the mood of the project must be embodied and embedded in the material crystallization of the project.
Project, folded skies, speed, instant. Momentary, fleeting, sunrise, sunset, midnight, captures of Joburg light at different times of the day. Snapshot, flare, latent image into visible image, double exposure, long exposure, dye destruction, singe glow tint, horizon, sky, mist, mine dust, pollution, iridescent skies, watching the sunrise at Top Star Mine Dump, rust, rusting, rusted, buffer zone, no man's land, 1886, tomorrow, the year 2032.
Color, 160952, TCX gold dust. Mine dust, iridescent, Joburg light, reflected landscapes, flipped on its head, sky below, earth above, acid tones, singed toxic runoffs, inorganic chemical colors, lead oxide, cobalt blue, lead iodide.
P126, Revision B, Project Team Counterspace and StayEvlKids, Issue for Construction. Horizons Capture Sculpture Steel Shape 03, Detail 09. Inspired by Joburg, constructed at Spear, December 2018. 50 by 50 by 3 mm mild steel angle, welded to 4 mm mild steel plate. Finished matte black powder coated. 6 mm glass mirror, chemically bonded to plate. Glass sheets chemically coated with cobalt, copper, and aluminium compound mix. 45-minute coating process, 2-day curing process.
Project, hands-on maths, speed, instant. Deep time, indigenous knowledges, kit of parts assembly, volumes, indigenous algorithms, click into place, snap, lock, dispatch, clip, stack, pack, unravel, reorder, unorder, tumble, fumble, mismanage, step up, totem, tessellate, pattern, repeat, opposition, apposition, scramble, scurry, push, juxtaposition, assemble geometries into place, reassemble new geometries into place, new Platonic orders, new Ndebele orders, other fundamentals, a coded set of swatches and patterns.
Color 161526 TCX terracotta. Primary, warm, soft, bright, gold, dolomite pink, high felt yellow, clay orange sand, Zanine papaya trees, Matumi trees, visceral barren landscape, rolling hills, undulating surfaces, new horizon, new horizontals, upside down, right side up, gravity, pattern, symmetry, hierarchies, mathematical intricacies.
P049, Project Team Counterspace and Play Africa. Location, mobile, from N Street Park, Hillbrow to Spa Parking Lot, corner Hospital Street, Limpopo. Lightweight interlockable stackable volumes, 300 by 300, 200 millimeter. Thick trihedron triangulated tessellated shapes in super dense injection molded expanded foam. 3D children's puzzle to learn about geometries, volumes, and mathematical universes.
Project, Children's Rights Exhibit, Speed, Instant. Color, TCX Banana Yellow, an exploded house of rights and the fundamentals of home. Archetypal elements, shelter, threshold, access, light, free association.
Project, Children's Courtroom, Speed, Instant. Color 144115 TCX School Uniform Blue. A wireframe court installation at the Constitution Hill Courtyard. Role play for child witnesses. Hierarchies, rearrangement and re-empowerment.
Project Dazzle, Speed Instant, 190303 TCX Jet Black, 114800 TCX Blanc de Blanc. A one-night architecture conceived for viewers in Jeppestown, a performance on a building in Mabeneng. Camouflage, espionage, theatre of war.
Project, Aperture for SA Fashion Week. Speed, Instant. Camera flash, 11-minute architecture, appearing and disappearing, 3 fan rotations per second. Turn the ramp on its side, allow the audience in. Peep, peer, create vistas and focal points. Autofocus, interruptions in the surface choreographed to music. Moving bodies, the drift of white paper sheets. 2-dimensional sheets activated by bodies and projected moving image. Light, fashion, veil, unveil, hide, reveal.
Color 193911 TCX Total Eclipse. The blue of skin tones against the white backdrop. Black and white lights activate the surface. A red floor, a purple-white glow, a gray-white backdrop, ice-white surface, monochrome projections, the endless colors of clothes.
P127, issued for construction, detail 11. 90 GSM handbag lining, suspended from ceiling trusses at 900 millimeter intervals, overlapping and overlaid sheets to create telescopic facades. 10 watt, 5,000 Kelvin cool white uplights at 30-degree upward angles, projected onto to activate areas of cut and fold.
Project, Scale Sail, Speed, Instant. Hot Pink, 16210 TCX Knockout Pink. A set of existing architectures by Cartel, reimagined in new places and at new scales. Chair column, column building, building planet. Project, Land of Skate. Speed, Rapid. Cover, flip, twist, half pipe, a mute grab while airing front side. Airwalk, Banihana, alley-oop, a spinning trick on transition. Spinning to the right, airing to the left. Busting shapes, the wooden part of skateboard assembly, usually made of hard maple. Interlocking urban and landscape forms. 7 to 14 years. Transitional space, 2 to 5 p.m. School holidays, moving from space to space. Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday. A new classroom landscape every day of the week. Economic challenges, a soft space for girls in a hard and fast city for men.
Color 161735 TCX Millennial Pink. Impatience, an instant generation. Pink skies, white boulders, wildflower purple pebbles, a millennial pink classroom attention span, a hot pink attitude, a strawberry pink sass, a go-go red energy for moving, shifting, and lifting.
P044, location Skatistan, Kabul, Mazar-e Sharif, Phnom Penh, Doornfontein. Welcome to the land of skate. An after-school center focused to girls, issued for construction. A set of interlocking triangulated desk units in 9mm marine plywood. Detail 08. Rubber set millennial pink polyurethane hold grips at varying heights attached to marine plus surface storage unit. Elements to be configured as individual units to create library shelves or communal desks, climbing landscape, or as desired.
Project, STEAM, speed, instant, color, 181655 TCX, Mars red. Light is captured, transmitted, and refracted, continuously bending, changing its shape and path throughout the day, taking its cues from greater orbital forces, shifting winds, sun arcs, and seasonal changes.
Project, Squiggle House. Speed, steady, meander, drift. Age-old geologies and mountain contours. Blader River Canyon forms, winding up, through, across. Heavy lifting volumes toward the rising sun. Secret cave spaces, seen and unseen. Crevices, cracks. Massive sweeping bands, pull, lift, and turn. A series of thick walls arise from the natural contours on the site. All service functions, pantry, ablution, storage, contained inside them, leaving the stepped contours open and free for living space.
Color 191540 TCX burnt henna. Segments of the earth rising, light falling in, smooth and rough, slippages between cooking, reading, at rest.
P109, location Nelspruit, Mpumalanga, a home for in-betweening. Issued for tender, 5 ribbons, 5 walls. Face brick, coral brick, titanium with black tinted mortar jointing. Stock brick, plastered, skim plastered, with crete stain coating. 50mm grey ground and polished concrete on surface bed to end spec. Set in the cool and set in the warm.
Project, Fact Wall. Speed, imminent. Anger, protests, fees must fall. Traffic, cars, taxis. Rain, sun, a harsh campus edge. Walls, walls, walls. Fences, fire. Gates, 2-second boom gate delay. Watch out for spikes. Fortress. From thick barren barriers into fat walls with functions. A buffer strip, a mediator between the city and the school. Student dignity, a wall as a space, an inhabitable edge, a two-way street, a cigarette cellar, a vending machine, a new landscape of infrastructures, lighting, seating, waiting, a 1.5 seat for laptop, shopping, or a child.
Color 120645 TN halogen yellow. An institutional gray, an imposing monochrome, a new firefly glow, a soft, warm glow at night. Sheets of translucent luminescent concrete rise out of the ground, creating spaces for sitting, waiting, watching, being watched. The stark transition between a gray campus and a Technicolor Braamfontein is mediated. A tiny strip of lush green, fragrant lemon, hydrangeas, and the smell of coffee and a 13 Rand muffin.
P082, location Enoch Sontonga Gatehouse, Wits University, Braamfontein. Issued for tender. 300 MPa concrete with fluorescent yellow aggregate, night 1000 lux level, night glow for 6 hours. Detail 09, double skin translucent yellow polycarbonate sheets made to form a box. Backlit. Attached to steel staircase to create social balcony and waiting area for students. Cattail grass. Bioswale. Microclimate readjusted. Edge softened. Edge flattened.
Project, Patch 2 Park Drive. Speed, sliding. Descending, 2 speeds, 2 opens and 2 closes. 2 languages and conversations from opposite ends of Asia. Land, stack, turn, overhang, slash, slice, clip, fasten, then fold into the site. Corrugated programs of leisure and of function. Monday to Sunday, truck reverses, goods hauled, doors lifted, goods slid in, stack, tuck, door pulled down. Repeat. Tuesday nights and every second Saturday, chairs slide out, tables on casters, man's leg lifts up, slowly, friends hug and go to the counter. A queue winds out, strawberry pink milkshakes all afternoon. Upstairs, an expanding plume of cigar smoke and the sound of a shaver. The barber is back from Bangladesh. A meshing and a hybridizing of a set of urban, of currencies, tongues, gods, and goods. In one address, a double life, a double world in a world.
Color, 161720 TCX, strawberry ice. Coral haze, occupation of a once gray area. China Mall, open every day. Red, left in the sun. Avalon cinema sign, left in the dark. The church bells from across the road's pink face, long since silent. Diagonals of pink, slit over yellow glyphs of weight, feet, and Hong Kong-shaped shipping stations. Supergraphic, slices, fall stripes, pixelated into triangles, pine green, wrapped inside, in between stripes. The container is laid bare, or opens are created. Windows and doors of clear polycarbonate that left in the sun. The elevation is deep and layered, like a wrapped present.
P110, a folded life from Jaipur to Hong Kong. A site sitting on the edge of Mayfair and the edge of Crown Mines, just behind Dragon City. A client dream. 9 shipping containers to in part hold storage for the next door wholesalers. In other parts, to lean on the budding leisure economy of Mayfair. Hydroponic mint growing on the roof. Issued for construction. Masala chip rolls dipping with sauce. Coca-Cola sign. Cartoons and westerns once on at the Avalon, Fordsburg. 6mm dark red plexiglass formed cursive text and backlit with LED. Kentucky's Milk Bar, 4mm clear round toughened glass display counter. Pneumatic tip-up door. Existing container doors to be reused. Resprayed in enamel paint, 2 coats. Cheap plastic trinkets shipped for 2 months across the Atlantic. Container storage box, shoe.
Project, Brixton Mosque. Speed, drifting. Allahu Akbar, 5 times a day. The church bells used to clang too, 9 o'clock on Sundays. A cacophony, a melody, a new set of harmonies. Sunrise, sunset, the conversion of an old Dutch Reformed church into a mosque. A minaret made of light appears at only 5 times in the day. On Fridays, the new street edge is animated. Children climb, traders trade, people meet. A form emerges, a geometric merge between the old church arches and new parabolic orders. New and old dreamers, wishers, worshippers from 2 religions and 2 times. The architectures pray together, reveal and conceal, hide and seek, past, present, and future.
Color, 111001 TCX, white alyssum. Cover, wrap, veil, white. A blank skin skirts the street-facing facades, smooth as a new insertion against the lined face brick of the existing building. Bagwash, coated. Color as one monolith, unifying present and past purposes. A sanctuary in the bustling suburb. A space for reflection, respect, ritual. Skins of people set apart as jewels against the blankness. Dark Somalian skin, light Pakistani skin, all sorts of latitudes of lightness and darkness against the blank.
P063, location Brixton, transformative program, users and space, frequented by many immigrants, north elevation, issued for tender. A reimagination of meshed religious space, introduction of archetypal Islamic geometric representations onto the solid presence of the inherited church building. Backlit 9mm translucent polycarbonate on 30 by 76 lightweight steel substructure bolted to parapet of existing turret. Light switched on turns church bell tower into minaret. two 50mm translucent reinforced concrete monolithic arches to engineer spec. Translucent concrete colonnade, a second skin, a refuge from the street. Church clock and altarpiece remain inside, anchor points to time.
Project ETA Now Now, hashtag Uber Light App. Speed Now Now. A 4-minute walk to the stop. Head southeast. Turn left onto Bertha Street. At the interchange, make sure you have enough space on the other side of the crossing where there are several dozens of people standing and waiting for taxis. Turn left onto Jutta Street. Be careful on that corner because it is dark and it is Joburg. Take the exit on the left, then turn right. A project brief from Uber to hashtag Light Up Joburg, transformed into, do you have a space to wait with dignity, a safe route to walk? Does your phone have enough juice for an Uber? Do you need Wi-Fi for an Uber? A place to wait is more than just a place to wait.
Color 18414 2CX, fluorescent blue. Waiting in Joburg, a street corner where someone used to sell chopper chups and cigarettes 7 years ago. The 4 smell of weed, young lovers, influencers, a student struggling to cross Empire, 8 armed robbers and a shooting on the interchange, a new set of hashtag light up, hashtag safe spaces, a set of street lights for waiting, sit, charge, chat, look, watch, read, programmed activities and eyes on the street at night, safety blue, Uber blue.
P128, location Braamfontein, client Uber, budget 570,000, issued for construction at Wits campus edges and on Jutta Street, Braamfontein. A set of furniture pieces in extruded patterns that allow for seating, waiting, signage, shelter, wayfinding, and light. One of them could become a pop-up museum, another could become a pop-up library, next to a space where someone is getting their hair braided. A set of soft micro-infrastructures on a street.
Project Ponte After Images. Speed Latent. Color 193903 TCX Shale Gray. Gray Zone. An ongoing archive, an archaeology of anthropological objects, family photos, visa applications, tenant applications in apartheid South Africa in the 80s. We don't know who these people were, but their life in the building forms part of an undocumented history of tenure in Hillbrow when it was a gray zone. These stories and lives around this skyscraper has tentacles into deep worlds of city-making, bureaucracies, migration, pop cultures, economies.
How objects are categorized becomes a way for us to construct narratives about others, and the way we put things together tells us more about ourselves and our biases than it does about others.
Project Imbeleko Art Center. Speed Glacial. Rolling hills, infinite horizon, 1,000 hills forming around a majestic valley. The Mngeni and the Msunduzi rivers and their tributaries. Historic waters reconciling, a gorge emerging, nature growing, shaping an endless landscape. The legacy of the Zulu homeland, stained by bloody battles, territorial space, and the rehabilitation of a site. The reclamation of space, dance, food, smell, imagination, walking, hiking, running through the valley, songs and whispers. A set of fingers in the landscape, structural and sculptural, each with a different atmosphere. In a safe-walled building, exterior walls dissolve to become forests, walls, roofscapes, and landscapes for community play and interaction, a public topography on the outside and a safe house for girls on the inside.
Color 176030 TPG Jelly Bean Green. Lush landscapes, deep palettes of green and browns, red clay sand, the melting, scorching African sunset, rust and gold, mountains dripping with wet blue waters, the vastness dappled with sparks of brightly colored patterns and shapes, red, white, blue, green, orange, the corrugated roof spark and simmer in the sunlight, the memories of green.
P018, Imbeleko Foundation of Hope. Location, Valley of 1,000 Hills, KwaZulu-Natal. 2012 to present. Revision A, Sumayya Concept Design, Vertical Forest, issued to client. 7th of the 5th, 2012. Plan 200 meters squared. Revision B, Revision C, Revision D. Sarah Concept Design, Play Roofscape, Color and Shape, Plan 150 square meters, and Look and Feel Material Document, issued to client. New Budget, Revision E. Amina Concept Design, Building Echoing Memory of Landscape, issued to client, Plan 200 meters squared, issued to Quantity Surveyor, issued to funders, Revision F, Cut Budget, Plan 50 square meters, issued to QS, issued to funders, issued to client. Wait.
Project, backstory, speed, happening. Color, black light, UV purple, 1838, TCX ultraviolet. A shopfront space in Braamfontein for architecture and event. The discussion and perpetuation of ideas. A passerby sees a QR code for a #MeToo mapping session. Stills from Baloji's new zombie video are projected from the space into the alleyway. A movie poster, a soup kitchen, and a mini library are also spaces of the revolution.
Project conversation rooms, terms of engagement. Speed, rolling. Color, salon pink. A set of spaces for the prompting and recording of conversations about architecture, used in different contexts. One-to-one, a group discussion, a sharing circle, a solitary moment, or a date.
Project, Pan-African Food Station, Speed, Brewing. What color is your jollof? The project looks at the rituals surrounding food spaces and food practices in Johannesburg. Conceived as an installation for the Wenzhen Biennale in China, the project proposes a dinner table where visitors are invited to take a seat at the table and share a meal with the person next to them, while reading recipes, traditions, and rituals from across Africa, seen through Joburg. The configurations of the table are drawn and extrapolated from the eating rituals of Yeovil, a cosmopolitan place, and Sansa Sandile's Pan-African plate concept.
Project, Lost and Found. Speed, creeping. Slow, seeping, a zoom out, an urban archaeology. Epochs of toxicity, generational disease and degradation. Eroding, uncovering, revealing new layers of an old, undocumented history. An object becomes host to coral-like formation of turquoise crystals, incremental growth of yellow sand mountains, shifting and changing landscapes, a new man-made nature scripted by subterranean gold, geological conditions, ecologies, life forms, urban practices, rituals and rites hybridize and mutate, stories, practices, myths, and legends that establish themselves over generations appear in quick flashes.
Color, 160952 TCX nugget gold. Acid yellow, ferrous yellow and white, ferrous red, nickel blue, nickel green, copper blue, a green Zion Star badge, a red poster advertising a Valentine's special, a white rubber glove, chemically tinted blue bones from an undocumented cemetery of Chinese migrant workers, a crackling amber fire bearing witness to slaughter rites.
P07, from Langlaagte Joburg to Chicago Architecture Biennial and back again, ongoing. Collaborators Jason Larkin. A series of 92 Petri dishes attached to the wall, times 7.5 magnifying glasses. Vinyl text of news headlines, stories from The Sun, The Sunday Times, Saturday Star, and The Citizen, spaced 100 millimeters apart from each other at reading height. Viewers are invited to construct their own narratives and image of the text. Snapshots of a new urbanism developing in the buffer zones. Objects in the Petri dishes set in resin. Eggshells from a prayer ritual, acid mine crystal formations. Fossilized glass bottle caps from Joburg Water Company from 1897. A history rising to the surface with toxic runoffs.
Project, Aesthetics of Absence. Speed, latent. An ongoing archive in a space of erasure. Fluctuating, disappearing, now and then, before and after. Johannesburg policy, erasure of the unsightly, cycles of use, traces, relics, imprinted memories, architecture coming alive as communities cluster, midnight to 3 a.m. bustling with waste pickers, sorting their waste, At sunrise, they vacate the building on their daily routes. Inside the building, dark, cold, no sense of time. Recreated, repurposed time, relocated.
Color 160952 TCX black hole. Graffiti covered walls, amber fires, charcoal ashen surfaces, collaged textures and qualities, brown cardboard boxes, sharp edges of broken window panes, crumpled spaces of colored trash, fabrics blowing in the wind. Gone. Erasure. Yesterday's textures disappear with the fresh coat of green paint. Freshly painted colorful window panes wrap the disposed building.
P002, Orrit Street Recyclers, 2014. Location, Jeppestown. P042, where are we now? Where are the now evictions? 2015, The Aesthetics of Absence. 2016 location, several locations across the city. Orrit Street, Commissioner Street, N Street, Yana Street, Jeppe Chung, Really. Research project documents before and after drawings of several bad buildings in Joburg. Captured from on-site visits and Google Earth date tracking. Published in Folio, in collaboration with Jono Bennett and Eritz Paiva.
Project, What's Up Fleerhof? Speed, generational. How to make friends and enemies, a new community WhatsApp group. A recording booth for oral histories of a forgotten colored community held at the Dragon Boat Race Day. A recording booth for the aspirations of the young community held at a pop-up market day. Stories are data too, soft data. Waiting, counting, 1, 2, 3 cars speeding by, people catching taxis to work, counting